Now we move on to the other part of this arithmetic progression, which is actually the selection of terms in an AP. Selection of terms in an AP. So it means we have to, sometimes the question comes like there are three terms in an AP whose sum is given and whose product is given. So we have to actually find out the terms of an AP. So in this case, we have to do such type of selection which will make our procedure, which will make our calculation easier. So like let's say we can see this by example. Let's say example is the sum of three numbers in an AP is -3 and their product is 8. So we have to find the numbers. So find all three numbers of an AP. So how to do it? So it is better to take such three terms which will make our calculation easier. So let's say we'll take the three terms of an AP as A minus D, A and A plus D. So as we have taken these three terms, so when we'll start solving it, like say let's say first part of the question is the sum of three numbers in an AP is -3. So it means A minus D plus A plus D is equal to given as -3. So as we see in this equation, D is the part which is common in this equation, but of the opposite sign. So one is of negative, one is of positive sign. So we can cancel that D. So what we'll get is 3 of A is equal to -3. So value of A which we will get is A is equal to -1. So as we have seen, as we have taken A minus D, A and A plus D as the terms of the AP, so it has made our calculation lot easier. So we will easily able to find out the value of A and value of D. So as we have find out the value of A, which is equal to -1. Now we move on to the other part of the question, which is equal to which says that the product of three terms is 8. That is A minus D into A plus D is equal to 8. So as we know the value of A, so we can keep this value of A in this equation. So what we'll get after keeping the value of A is -1 minus D into -1 into -1 plus D is equal to 8. So now we have to solve this equation. As we see that there is negative -1, so it will become minus of -1 minus D into -1 plus D, which is equal to 8. So now we have to remove this bracket part. So it will become -1 into -1 will become +1. So -1 into plus D will become minus D. Minus D and -1 will become plus D, and minus D and plus D will become minus D square, which is equal to 8. So after removing the bracket, so as we see that there is a minus D and plus D, so we can cancel this D, and what we'll get is -1 plus D square is equal to 8. So as we take this -1 part on the other side of the equation, we will get is D square is equal to 8 plus 1, that is 9. So D is equal to under root of 9, that is equal to plus minus 3. So we have got two values of D, that is +3 and -3. So let's take both the cases. So in first case, the value of D will take as -3. So three terms of an AP as it is given, it is taken as A minus D, A and A plus D. So now we'll keep the value of A and D in this. So value of A was -1, minus of D will taken as +3, so it will become minus D. So we can keep the value of minus D as 3. So it will become -1 minus 3, that is equal to -4. So now this is the first term of an AP. second term of an AP is as a, we have to keep the value of a, which is equal to -1. So second term of an AP will become -1, and third term was a plus d. So value of a is -1 plus d is taken as 3, so it will become plus 2. So three terms of an AP are -4, -1 and 2. Now these three terms we will get when we have kept the value of d as plus 3. Now we will take the value of d as -3. So as we see that first term was a minus d, so it will become -1 minus of -3. So that will become -1 plus 3, that will become plus 2. So this will become the first term of an AP. Second term was a, so that will remain the same as -1, and third term was a plus d, which will become -1 minus and plus d, that is it will become -3. So there is so we'll get this -4. So you can see that in both the cases you are getting the same three terms of an AP, that is -4, -1 and 2. So in this way we can find out the value of three terms of an AP whose sum is given and whose product is given by taking such three terms, which will make our calculation easier. If you take other than these three terms also, it will also give you the answer, but that will make our calculation much more complicated. So now we'll see one more example for this. Let's say if 4 by 5 a comma 2 are three consecutive terms of an AP, then find the value of a. So as you can see in this question, three terms of an AP are given, and we have to find out the value of a, which is actually the middle term of an AP. So as we know that there is a common difference between any two terms of an AP. So let's say the difference between the first two terms is a minus 4 by 5, right? And the difference you can see the difference between the other two terms is 2 minus a, which is the same. So when we solve, we can easily solve it like a minus 4 by 5, which is equal to 2 minus a, as the difference is same. So now when we solve it, take this negative part of a on the other side of the equation. So it will become a plus a is equal to 2 plus 4 by 5. 2 plus 4 by 5. So when we solve it, we will get as 2a is equal to 2 plus 4 by 5. So that now we will take the LCM of this, we will get LCM as 5. So 2 into 5 is 10 plus 4. So it will become 2a is equal to 14 by 5. So a is equal to 14 by 5 into 2. Now we'll cancel this, 14 with 2. What we'll get is 7. So value of a we'll get is 7 by 5. So in this way we can solve this question by using the concept of the terms of an AP. Now we move on to the other part of this arithmetic progression, which is actually the sum of n terms of an AP. So in this part we actually will learn how to find out the sum of n terms of an AP.